Okay. All right, here's another story of Jeremy. We're young kids. I mean, young. Like 6 to 9 years old, young. Um, my grandpa had a little red 81 Ford Courier set in his backyard. That was his like work truck he'd scoot around on, check fields and stuff. And grandma's backyard is pretty. It's got these big pecan trees, 5 or 6 monster pecan trees in the backyard, so it's really nice and shaded. But it slopes downhill because their house is actually built on what was once the shoreline of a mill pond, like 100 years earlier. So everything slopes down where this old mill pond was at. So the house is nice and level. It's got a beautiful, big sloping backyard. Halfway down that sloping backyard is like a septic tank, swing sets, clotheslines, everything, right? So on a Sunday, TH is hanging out with us, and Jeremy always wanted to crank something. That was the whole goal of him hanging out on a Saturday or Sunday, was to dare somebody. I dare you to crank that tractor. Hey man, you think you can crank this truck? Hey man, you think this tractor truck's got the keys in it? Hey man, let's go crank this tractor. Whatever, just want to hear something. Crank up one time and some smoke come out if it was a tractor. Loved it. But we're young, we're simple. Anyway, to get in that vehicle, Grandpa leaves the keys and everything, and that truck's sitting on a slight downhill grade in the backyard. So TH sits in the vehicle, in a little pickup truck, and he's just wiggling the steering wheel. Look at me, because we're that young. Jeremy hops in the passenger seat, and he's like, hey man, why don't you crank the truck up? TH is like, I ain't cranking this truck up, because TH knew not to crank it up, especially right at Grandma's back door. So Jeremy says, pushing that clutch. TH says, which one's the clutch? Jeremy said, the one all the way on the left. If you push it in, the truck will roll. So T pushes the clutch in, and the truck rolls forward a few feet, scares him a little bit, takes his foot off the clutch, and the truck just, nothing happens. So Jeremy's like, I dare you to do it again. TH's like, no. Jeremy's like, I dare you to do it again. TH goes, okay. So when he pushes the clutch in, Jeremy reaches over and takes the truck out of gear. So now TH is just pumping that clutch as hard as he can, and nothing's stopping. And that truck's getting faster and faster and faster through the backyard. It hits Grandma's clothesline, takes out the grill, the hood, the bumper, her clothesline, and they both scatter out the vehicle. The kaboom is loud enough when the truck hits it that all the adults run out the house, and they are livid. Jeremy's getting fussed out. TH is getting his butt whooped, everything, and thank God I was not involved with it. So anyway, there's that one.